experience. The Lit Ass Tour, starring your host, Martin Lawrence.
Black people and white people, we get high differently. Black people, we get high, we start philosophizing. Because the world is spinning like a buzzer. So if you want to be here, you got to hang on. White boys, you hear that?
Featuring Ricky Smiley, Bruce, Michael Blackson, and Benji Brown. Saturday, October 30th at Barclays Center. Tickets on sale now at litaftour.com. Martin Lawrence, Lit Ass Tour.
This is Kevin Durant. It's time for Brooklyn Nets basketball.
Barclays, the official naming rights partner of Barclays Center, is proud to present Brooklyn Nets basketball.
9 to shoot for Brooklyn. In the black, going left to right. Milking a 1-point lead. Harden holds. Finds Durant. Working right. Pull up three. Good! Nets on the move. They give it to Griffin. Back to Harris. Left wing three. Oh, it's good! Joe Harris! What a start!
And brought to you by SeatGeek, Verizon, FanDuel, Maimonides, and by Webull, official online brokerage partner of Barclays Center and the Brooklyn Nets.
Chris Torino and Tim Capstraw back with you here at Barclays Center, getting set for the Nets and the Washington Wizards. The Wizards at 2-0 on the season. Bradley Beal played just one game. He had 23 points. He missed their last game. An overtime win. Spencer Dinwiddie had 34 in that game. As we take a look at the starting lineups, they're brought to you by Downtown Brooklyn Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, redefining the rehabilitation experience. Well, the Nets will change up the starting lineup tonight. They'll have Harden, Harris, and Durant. Blake Griffin will start in the middle, and Bruce Brown gets the start. We had seen the Nets starting Nick Claxton through the first 3 games, and now Bruce Brown gets a chance to be back in the starting lineup.
And a big key for this Net team is how they start their games. They have started all the first 3 games very, very poorly, being down early. And, obviously there's a lot of time left in the game, but you don't want to be going down 8-10 points to start a game. Good to see Bruce Brown right back into that lineup.
For the Washington Wizards, they will start Spencer Dinwiddie and Bradley Beal in the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 2 guys who were part of the Lakers last year. Now they're starting forwards with the third-year player Daniel Gafford starting in the middle. A big, strong 6'9" guy who can get up and down the floor.
He can fly, and he can block shots, high-flying player, and one of those guys that went under the radar his year or 2 in Chicago. Great evaluation by the Wizards to get him last year. And
an interesting guy, because I remember having him in the NCAA tournament in Arkansas. He was a freshman, and he had a huge freshman year. He was one of those guys that people thought could go right to the NBA, and he was really disappointing in the NCAA tournament. I mean, he was, I'm doing the games with TJ Carlissimo, and we're like, this guy's an NBA player? Did not look ready. Came back for his sophomore season and didn't play well, and actually his draft stock slipped, and he went all the way down to the 38th pick in 2019. But, talking to guys like Roy Rogers, who coached him in Chicago, felt like he really can be good. And, he ends up going to Washington in a trade, and he's right in the starting lineup right now.
Well, he's in the starting lineup. He finished the last couple months of the season last year with Washington, and he was very impressive, especially with not having Thomas Bryant available. He's been able to get a lot of great opportunity.
Well, the head coach of the Washington Wizards this year is Wes Unseld, and it's what an honor it is for a guy like Wes Unseld to get his first head coaching job with the Washington Wizards, a franchise that his father is one of the all-time greats in Wes Unseld Sr.
One of the all-time greats in the history of the game, and it's an honor. And this is not one of these jobs that has been just given to somebody, that's for sure. He's been through an awful lot of teams as Wes Unseld Jr. and really prepared himself well for this opportunity.
Well, last 6 seasons he was the number 1 assistant at Denver. And that's a great guy to learn, too. Mike Malone, right? To be on his staff, and he was the associate head coach last year. And Wes Unseld has his young group gathered around him right now. Final instructions before they hit the floor. And the opening tip is brought to you by Verizon. This is 5G, built right for Nets fans. The Nets are going to wear their earned edition uniforms. They're light gray uniforms, white letters and numbers. The abbreviation BKLYN in graffiti font across the chest. There's a black stripe down the side of the uniform, the left side of the uniform, no stripe on the right side. While the Wizards have their bright red uniforms on. The shoulder is dark blue. There's a white stripe across the front. Spencer Dinwiddie comes over and playfully runs into Nick Claxton from behind. Now he's trading some barbs with Blake Griffin. You know, he knows Blake Griffin. They didn't play together last year with the Nets, but at the same charity event I saw Spencer Dinwiddie at, Blake Griffin was there as well, and those two were really riding each other during the Blake Griffin got up as part of a panel and was really riding Spencer Dinwiddie, so they're obviously friends and go back a long way. Spencer, an L.A. native.
Yeah.
The officials here at Barclays Center tonight: Tyler Ford, Scott Wall, and Ray Acosta. Ball in the air. Gafford tips it on the way down. The Wizards control. We're underway at Barclays Center. Washington 2-0 on the year, going right to left in the red. Beal handles up top, moves it right side. A drive and a floater won't fall for... Oh, falls in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. It hit the rim, bounced in the air. Didn't think it was going to go down, but it did.
Swung it to him, and he attacked Harden. And we'll watch to see if that's part of their game plan, to attack Harden off the bounce.
Next first possession, Harris curls up top. Cut off, finds Griffin. Pump fake on a three. Drives it hard right at Gafford. Lays it up and in.
Excellent shift that time. Right to left hand, avoid the shot blocker.
Game tied at 2. Dinwiddie for the Wizards. Out of the left side now. Kuzma cut off. Out top for Caldwell-Pope. In and out on the 3. Rebounded by Brooklyn. Harden's got it. Harden on the move. Harden with a burst. Backdoor with a bounce pass to Brown, who lays it up and in. And the Nets take a 4-2 lead.
Well, James Harden get his passing rhythm back. He went 8 turnovers yesterday. That time with a bounce pass to Brown.
Wizards control. Beal out of the right wing. Cross-court feed. Caldwell-Pope. Left corner 3 is good for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
If he shoots it well, he's a heck of a player, KCP, Chris. About 35% over his career from 3.
And he was 41% last season from behind the arc. Out of the right side, Harris down low to Durant. Posting up. Dinwiddie turns, shoots over him, and knocks it down. Nothing but net for Kevin Durant. Right over Dinwiddie. 6-5, Brooklyn. 10-20 to go in the first. Dinwiddie out on the left side, played by Blake Griffin. The step back 3 for Spencer is good. Dinwiddie was 6 of 9 in their last game from 3. In game 1, he didn't even attempt the 3. Durant, guarded by Kuzma, shakes him, blows by, driving it inside, draws the crowd, feeds Harden, moves it to Griffin. Straight on 3 is no good, bounds off the back of the rim, rebounded by Washington.
We've seen that a lot, though. Kevin Durant just creating off the dribble and not necessarily shooting, setting up teammates.
Beal lost the dribble. Durant down on the deck to get it ahead to Harris. Nets control. They feed Harden. Slow break. Middle of the pack. Front court. James Harden holds behind the arc. Working against Kuzma. Driving him inside. Leaner won't fall. Got his own miss. Put it up and in.
Excellent job staying with the play. Didn't get a call that time, and he stayed with it.
Game tied at 8. 9.5 to go in the first. Gafford feeds in the paint to Beal. The dotted line. Durant all over him. Hands back to Kuzma, top of the key. Hit lets it fly. Bounds off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Nets. Griffin gets it ahead to Harden. Up the left side of the floor. James Harden veers right. Top of the arc. Step back. Long 3. No good at the side of the rim, but a rebound to Griffin. Collides with Gafford. The layup is good, but they're going to wave it off. They'll say before the shot. The foul on Gafford.
Interesting. Or the rebound went right after that one. Remember, he sat out last night's game.
Side of the bounds here for Brooklyn. It'll be Harden to inbound. Gets it into Bruce Brown. Hands back to Harden. Comes right to the foul line. Hands it back. Harris shoots a 3. And it's good. Joe Harris connects. He is now 5 3-pointers shy of becoming the franchise's all-time leader in 3-pointers made.
Already a better start for the Nets than we've seen in the first 3 games.
11-8 Brooklyn. 8:48 to go in the first. Dinwiddie to the baseline. Cut off by a helping Griffin. Has to back it out now. Kuzma's got it. Driving it on Durant. Gets in the lane. Dish to the corner. Caldwell-Pope, a high arcing 3 is no good. And the strong side rebound to Harris. Ahead now, the Nets control. Harden in the front court. Bounce pass. Backdoor to Brown. And a double clutch layup is good for Bruce Brown. Another assist for James Harden. His 3rd here in the first quarter.
But excellent job by Brown to sneak out that time. Chris, he got way ahead of the defense. He just has a good feel for the game.
He knows where to be.
He knows where to be to receive those passes.
5-point lead for Brooklyn. Early going first quarter. Gafford, the handoff deal goes charging into Blake Griffin. And they call a blocking foul on Griffin, who looks at Tyler Ford with a perplexed look. He thought he drew the charge.
Yeah, I thought he did too. He might have just moved those hips. That's an interesting call because it was a handoff into the charge. Maybe he didn't give the proper allotted room.
I think Blake feels he took the charge.
Yeah, he took the charge.
Here's Beal to the baseline.
Oh, good
Brown
job.
all over him. Tough fadeaway. It rolls in. Wow. Good defense, better offense from Bradley Beal.
Yeah, made him work for that.
13-10 Brooklyn. Just under 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Durant is moving left of the lane. Jump stop, fadeaway, sailed it over the rim. It's loose. It's scooped up by Caldwell Pope into the front court. Out of the right wing. Contavious Caldwell Pope steps left, shoots a three. No good off back rim. Gafford's tip won't go. Gafford's got it again. Fighting. Harden came over and knocked it loose. Tried to put it off a defender, but it's grabbed by the Wizards and they lay it in. It's Caldwell Pope who's there to grab it and put it in.
Yeah, tried to hit it off a defender, but you don't want to do that in front of the opponent's basket, and it ends up an easy opportunity for the Wizards.
Harden driving it right past Gafford to the rim, and he lays it up and in.
He's better already, hasn't he, Harden, with his attack and his approach, and going right into Gafford that time to take away the shot blocking.
15-12. Nets in front. Approaching 7 minutes to go in the first quarter in Brooklyn. Dinwiddie handles between the circles. Comes right. Right of the lane. Down the lane. Floats it high off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Gafford. Out it goes to Beal. Left corner three. No good of the rebound to Harris.
He dodged one there. Beal was wide open.
Long lead. Harden finding Brown at the rim and a two-hand slam. And Washington wants a timeout.
And again, Bruce Brown understands the game well. It was a perimeter shot. He knew his teammates were going to get the rebound, and he played wide receiver in high school, and you could see it right there. Ran right under that pass.
4 assists for James Harden in the first 5 minutes and 16 seconds. And with 6:44 to go here in the first quarter, it's the Nets 17 and the Wizards 12 on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Michelle Scalisi from Security Dodge, and this just in. 0% for 84 months on all new Ram 1500s. Come get some. Security Dodge has the absolute biggest and best inventory along with the lowest no money down leases around. Get an extra $1,000 back just for trading in your current Ram lease? Come get some. Don't forget about our huge selection of certified pre-owned. Shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com during our Ram Power Days and come get some.
Guys, it's